Swindley and Emily Nugent continued to run Gamma Garments until he once again left Weatherfield to work in head office. Harry and Concepta have left the street to take over a garage in Ireland, and poor Florrie Linley's stress and loneliness has led her to a nervous breakdown. But the Ogdens have well and truly settled into the street. Stan's made his presence felt in a big way. While digging up Albert's yard, here at number 1, he has unearthed an unexploded bomb, and the street has to be evacuated.
It's quite like a battlefield, isn't it?
Residents?
Yes, well, if you don't want to get blown to Kingdom Come, you
Hello,
know.
residents?
Oh, well, we've lived here a bit.
That means you're residents, love. You're going to the Mission Hall cellar.
Oh, yes, well, so long as nobody objects to our dumb animals, because they're entitled to live the same as we are, aren't they,
Aye,
Charlie?
all right, madam. Now kindly move along.
Oh, did you hear what he said?
Listen, come on, let's do
Yes,
it.
but it's what they're always supposed to say on pictures.
Hey, have you any influence over Granny here?
No, I cannot fly under a false flag. I am not a granny. You are not to know it, but I am the last of the Mrs. Caldwell.
Madam, you'll be the late, lamented Mrs. Caldwell if you don't get a move on.
Well, if it's got your number on it, it's got your number on it, hasn't it?
Yeah, now you're talking like somebody peeping out of an air raid shelter.
Yes, but that's what it is, isn't it, officer? I know he's not an officer, only I called him that because I've been told they like it.
Hey, don't you think it's time we were getting a bit of a move on?
Oh, seeing you with that attaché case, it's like the bad days. I feel I ought to go back from in the tin bag.
Yeah, I don't know whatever made me bring it along with me. Force of habit, I suppose.
Well, could force of habit persuade you to go down to the shelter in the Mission Hall basement? Else move out the area for half an hour.
Sometimes during the war, I used to go down to Maudsley Street.
Yeah, what did happen to that shelter?
Oh, it got blown up by a bomb.
Hey? Come on, move along there, please. Move along.
Come on,
please.
Charlie, come on, we're wasting.
I don't know what to find.
Oh, well, you get the letter on.
Tongue's hanging out.
Well, wait there.
I'm going to get one too.
All right, everybody. All right. I have here in my hand, by kind permission of the Glad Tidings Mission Sunday School, a box of coloured chalk. Now, what I want you to do is to choose your colour. When you've chosen it, go and draw a square on the floor, and when you've drawn it, plonk your belongings inside it.
Well, what's the point of messing up the floor?
We're having up. Oh, yes.
I know, baby house.
Oh, yes, baby house, is it?
Now look, Mrs. Sharp.
No, Mrs. Sharples won't look. Mrs. Sharples looked round these four walls many a time and often in them days, and never did she see a dissatisfied face. But what does she see now? 2 dissatisfied faces, and from strangers whom we've lately welcomed in within our gates. You know, war's a very funny thing. Things like that are the best or the worst in us. I wasn't sent a medal wrapped up in cardboard wrappings from London for running this shelter for nothing, you know. What was it for?
A medal? What's she talking? She's never got a medal.
And if we're for the high joke, the wardens will know which is my stuff.
I don't know. Wardens, what's she talking
Where are you going to get the wardens from?
Never did these four walls think they would ever see another blitz.
I think some sense of proportion is needed here. Mrs. Sharp, there's no blitz on now.
You can be quite sure of that when you hear me sing Keep the Home Fires Burning.
Oh, I know a grand old song too, wasn't it?
Yes, it's a tradition of this shelter that song was sung by me, personally, after the all clear had sounded. Anybody who wanted to join in the second chorus was more than welcome.
Ah, it was a grand song.
Ah, you remember me leading this shelter in song after the all clear had shouted, don't you, Mr. Stotlock?
But I don't think the all clear's going to go this time, Mrs. Sharples. You know, they shifted that siren off factory roof when it changed from gabardines to gambling.
Poor Martha. What a nice bit of her excitement for her to go and miss. All as the last in the shelter and the first of us girls under the sod. Hey, where's Minnie?
Outside, driving a policeman mad.
Oh, she would, wouldn't she? What's she on about?
Memories. But hers seemed to be a little bit faulty. She's arguing whether that stray bomb we had passed over public library or Finnegan's old dance route.
And that copper outside's too young to know any road.
Oh, she's not arguing with him. She's keeping a running up mutter to herself. Have you chalked me square?
Yes, the pink one, as always. Hey, we've seen some times in here, haven't we?
Aye. And a few bugs as well.
2 pigs and a caterpillar.
Oh, can't you take a joke?
No, and I couldn't in them days neither.
You know, Mrs. Sharples, when you come to think of it, during the war, this basement was quite a temple of song.
Well, I tried to do my best.
Yeah, because what I remember best is that postman, you know, who used to do imitations of Carmen Miranda.
Hey, in there.
And where?
Pink Square.
I'll tell you something, they've all gone to start raving balmy.
You can say that again now, kid, too.
Oh, it's nice, though. Takes you back, it does. Your dad was over there fighting for us, and you was just coming into the world.
Oh, well, now I'm just going out into it, world, down to the chippy to find our treasure.
You stay just where you are, my girl. You know, you owe air raid shelters quite a lot.
What?
You've got a lot to thank them for. You was almost born in one.
Oh, Mum, I wasn't.
You were.
You never told me, sis.
Didn't I? Oh, well, that sort of thing was always happening in war. You forget about it. You know?
I enjoyed proper war, but this is a bit of a washout, isn't it?
Just what do you want?
Well, searchlights and barrage balloons and everybody digging for victory.
Seems to me there's been too much digging already.
Well, could I do more than ask him not to go too deep? All I wanted was a bit of greenery and landscaping.
And just where do you think you're going?
I forgot my pension book.
Well, if it perishes, I suppose they'll see the way to getting you a fresh one.
Yes, but will they allow me for what I've not collected?
Hey, do you hear that, Minnie? Somebody's obviously doing well what he's not collected.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chatlock, but no.
Now, look, you've got no right.
I've still got my ARP card.
Yes, well, so have I, if it comes to that.
Yes, if you cast your mind back, I joined before you, I'm the senior member.
Well, I don't know why you don't put your tin hat on and have done with it.
Right. Well, there's not many folks who can put their hands on one of these. Now then, let's see where we are. Who's lacking? There's the Tanners and Mr. and Mrs. Walker, that's right. Let's get shaping. Now, what did you say your name was?
What's the point? What's the point?
Annie, what on earth?
Have you got the insurance policies? It was such a long time getting them, I thought I'd slip into these again and see what they did for me. These are what I wore for my 4.5 years in munitions.
Well, that doesn't say as you had to force yourself into them tonight.
Have you got the policies?
Well, near enough.
Now, what does that mean? So you've got your bowls all right.
Well, I've got the comprehensive and I've got the endowment. But I can't seem to be able to lay my hands on our life policies.
I see. And what are Billy and Joan going to bury us with? They certainly can't lay their hands on the sort of money that undertakers are asking for these days.
Hey, Annie, nothing is going to happen.
No, and that is what you said when Stanley Baldwin came back from Munich, and look what happened then.
Neville Chamberlain.
I beg your pardon?
Well, whoever he was, I was wrong. I was young and I was silly. Anyhow, those slacks fitted you in those days.
Yes, well, to tell you the truth about these, love, they were made out of an old pair of trousers, chalk stripe of yours, by a woman who ran a black market tailoring business at the back of the dry cleaners.
Oh, well, come on.
Have you remembered everything else?
What sort of everything?
The photographs of our children. Oh, and my brush and comb set.
Annie, if the worst did come to the worst, you can always buy yourself another brush and comb set.
Not in mock tortoiseshell like my mother's. Now, look, love, at the back of the wardrobe upstairs where I keep my old hats. Now, will you dive upstairs, please, and get them for me?
Annie, love, you don't honestly think that we're going to be the kind of disaster that people have flag days for afterwards, do you?
You know, my figure hasn't changed all that much, has it?
No, love.
You've been drinking?
No.
Well, your second no was much sharper than your first one.
Hey, Annie.
Now, look, love, while you are upstairs getting my other things, will you bring me down my gored skirt? I can't live in trousers.
Anything else?
Yes, the little Dresden shepherdess.
Don't you think we'd be better taking our lives to safety? Anyhow, I'm sure it won't go off.
Well, of course it won't.
Well, if you feel that way about it, what did you put them things on for again?
Because I remember once what these did for you a very long time ago.
Must have been a very long time ago, too.
Yes. Well, while you're upstairs getting the other things, you can get my silver-plated manicure set, my fox fur bridge cape, and the cock pastilles that came from America.
Now look, Mrs. Sharples, I'm going for my pension book.
What a saint your late wife must have been.
They haven't given the last warning yet.
What, she wanted you to go on outside there?
It's not but a bomb.
It's not a bomb.
Aye, not but a bomb. It's not a war, you know.
No. When there's a war, we get a lot of new songs. Everybody's nice to everybody else. Nobody bothers about dressing up. It's funny what war does to folk.
Hey, hold on a minute, Stan. Look, I thought you said there were nobody allowed out.
Oh, let him go. He's not lived in the street 5 minutes. What are you going for, anyway?
Oh, nothing much, nothing. Stop it.
I'll bet it's in a dark glass bottle and all.
Can I be a bit nasty, this one, sir?
Yeah. He chucked a lot of these on this area.
How did it get here? That's what's got me.
A ricochet must have been. Otherwise, it would have had half the street down. Now, I reckon it came down in Rosamond Street and bounced over here through the soft ground over there under the shed.
Yeah, it's at a fine angle, all right.
You know when I reckon this arrived, Dixon?
Nope.
No, you wouldn't, would you? You're a Londoner, aren't you?
Stepney, sir.
Stepney. Now, what puzzled me was why they didn't mark it. So I reckon it must have come down in the big Manchester Blitz. That was when? December 23, 1940, yes. Mind you, they didn't have much time to mark bombs that night. The whole of Manchester was alight. This was on a Sunday.
I didn't know you was a Northerner, sir.
Yes, I was born in Cheadle-Hulme, Cheshire.
Go on.
Yes. Well, I remember on the Saturday there was just a bit of light bombing. I remember it very well, actually, because my parents had taken me to the old Hulme Hippodrome. Children's matinee. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Yes, there was a comedian called Jimmy Dooley, that's it. Marvellous. You ever heard of Jimmy Dooley?
Dooley, I don't think so, sir.
Oh, you Londoners missed all the best ones.
Get out. Anyway, we knew what the Blitz was up in Stepney. A bit more than you did down here.
I bet you wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes in a deck chair in Piccadilly Gardens that night. Threw everything at us. HE, landmines, incendiary, the lot. 12 hours before they gave the all clear. Mind you, Liverpool had it worse.
Yeah, well, they was lucky with this one, weren't they, sir?
Yes, too true. It would have finished off half the street.
Are you finally set, then?
Oh, Jad, do we have to go?
Hey, Annie.
But I'm sure this building is much older than the mission hall.
Oh, and that means it'll probably topple round our ears all the sooner.
Well, do we really have to mingle? I mean, you don't think anything's going to happen?
No, love, I don't. But it's just to be on the safe side, that's all. Now, come on.
I said, Jack, love. Guess what I found in the pocket of these trousers when I put them on today?
Yeah, I don't know.
A picture of you in uniform.
Oh, go on.
Will everyone please vacate the area now, please? Will all residents please vacate the area or go to the mission hall?
I don't care.
I guess all set, area's cleared.
Fine. Well, we'll give them a couple more minutes just for luck.
I wonder who this would have killed. This one. It had gone up. In the street, I mean.
Plenty.
Yeah. People in that house for a start.
Yes.
They're sort of living on borrowed time, aren't they? Wonder if they ever reckon how lucky they are.
I don't know. I should imagine most of them were down in the shelter when this came down.
Yeah. We lost our drum.
Pardon?
Our house.
Did you?
Yeah. Lost old Grandad and all. Sort of, went up with it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it was his own fault. I mean, he wouldn't go down the shelters, would he? Used to stand out the back yelling at the Jerry Raiders. Shouting, swearing, get out of it. Don't think Jerry ever heard him, though. Now, my mum said they couldn't do nothing with him, the wardens. Loved it. Potty old nut. Not that I saw anything of it, of course. I was earning, what, 4? No, 2. Didn't see a thing.
I was, 8.
Well, that's all the equipment check, sir.
Fine. Let's get started. Okay, sir. Gently does it. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Come on, my beauty. Come on. Hold it. Okay, sir.
Look, why should anybody think I'm peculiar just because I wanted my backyard dug up?
Well, I never liked the idea.
You'll never learn to let well alone, will you, Albert Tatlock?
All I wanted was a bit of greenery. Now, what's wrong with that?
Well, you've caused us a lot of inconvenience, Mr. Tatlock.
I'll leave him alone.
And you're responsible as well, Mr. Ogden. We've lost a lot of custom.
Well, that were his fault.
Here, now, we're only giving you a helping hand out of the goodness of his heart.
There could be unexploded bombs in all the backyards.
Aye, there could be keeping all the spoons in your drawers, for that matter. Let's forget it.
Why, here we are all together.
Mr. Sharples, Jack, Flora Lindley. Flora, the Tanners. Well, the Tanners can look after themselves, but none of us remembered Florrie.
Well, she went to get her things.
All thinking about our selfish self.
I'll go for her.
You'll do no such thing.
Well, are you going?
No, my post is here. One of the fellas will have to.
All right, all right.
Stan, my Stan will go. Come on, Stan, I'll go with you.
All right, love. Here, hang on to that. Don't stop it.
Hey, I don't know.
Oh, it's hot. Well, for my opinion, that picture was a dirty big waste of time.
I don't agree, Mum. I mean, what about that bit where she drove the stake right through his...
Yeah.
Hey, do you think Flora Lindley's opening a garden party somewhere?
Well, I don't see any scissors to cut it with, do you?
Oh, hello.
This area's cordoned off, madam.
Oh, well, what about the people who live here?
Oh, they're all a safe distance away from the bomb. They're down in the mission hall cellar.
The bomb?
Oh, we found a bomb in an old fella's backyard down the bottom there. It was on the news on the telly tonight.
What's he doing with a bomb in his backyard?
Well, I don't think he knew it was there.
Hey, what about me gear?
Hey, you can't go down yet, sir. They're just this minute taking it to bits.
You what?
He's only
don't get
kidding.
alarmed. I'm not kidding, you know. If it goes off, you won't think I am.
Hey?
They're dangerous, these are.
It's more exciting than the pictures, isn't it?
And what about these two
Hey,
then?
come on, you two. What are you
Oh,
doing?
we're just going in to get Florrie, the lady upstairs. She's still in there.
Hey?
Go on, won't be a
Hey,
minute.
come on, yeah,
Come on,
then,
Sam.
quick.
All right, love, I'm coming.
Just a minute. If he can go in and get Florrie, how is it I can't get past this road?
Because only residents are around past this road,
Oh, well, didn't you know? I'm the resident that people wrote about all during the war, complaining.
madam. Have you any means of identification?
No, but I've got a lovely birthmark.
Luke, why do we need identification to get down our street?
Because there's a bomb in a backyard, that's why. Look, hang on a minute, will you? Hey,
Oh, you don't
come on,
doing
you
his
two, what are you up to, will
duty.
you?
Nice looking kid, isn't he?
Mother, you're not on that again.
Now, Dennis, don't be so flaming soft.
Come on, we'd best get down to mission.
Dennis, you're frightened of that. That bomb's older than you are.
Yeah, and so are you, and you're always going off. Come on, I'm taking no chances.
I'm very glad about it. The big bomb was just what we needed. I'm very glad about it.
Oh, it won't be if we don't move soon.
I should have moved. I'm nothing to live for. I'm stopping here.
You're coming with us. You're in a lot of danger.
That's all I want. You go on. Don't bother about me. Don't risk your life because of me.
What are we going to do, sis?
I just want to pretend.
Pick her up and take her with us.
I just want to go away and pretend.
Come on, my girl. You're coming with us.
I don't want to go. Put me down. Put me
Now,
down.
shut up or I'll belt you on.
Come on,
I
down.
mean it, Florrie.
Down and shout it. Come on.
Oh, leave me here. I don't want to go.
shut up, will you, a minute? We'll get you there.
Yeah? I think that just about does it. Yeah. Just a couple of squirts with this, and I think we're there. Okay, sir. Right. Let's get down to the fuse.
Yeah, well...
See, you've not forgotten your old place, Mrs. Tanner. All he had his nappy on instead of his trousers. And your Linda. Oh, Jack, I've just had a thought. Did you empty the till?
Well, I took all the notes out, love, if that's what you mean.
Well, I saw you do that. I mean the small change.
Nay, love, I couldn't come over here with a pocket full of small change.
Oh, Jack.
Well, the door's locked and the street's being guarded by the police.
There you are. Does you the word of good, that's a bit of chocolate.
Have a drop of this.
Quite right. There's some tea coming up.
Hey, how's about a song then?
Right. We three in happy Rome, working for the BBC, Ramsbottom and Enoch and me. And what has that got to do with anything?
Oh, well, that's what we had to listen to then, Ena. They used to do seasons on piers in Blackpool.
We used to have songs with tunes in them days. They're all right in second war, but they were better in first.
Hey, well, come on, give us a song, Mrs.
The bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover.
How come she's perking up?
Yes.
Come on.
All right. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow, just you wait and see. There'll be tears and laughter and joy ever after tomorrow when the world is free. The shepherd will tend his sheep, the valley will bloom again.
This is Germany calling, Germany calling.
No, Mr. Tatlock, not even in jest.
No. We'll be having Mrs. Tanner's favourite song next.
And why not, Mrs. Walker?
Oh, why not, Elsie? Come
I can't remember the tune. Wait a minute. Over there, say a prayer for the boys over there.
It's a bit sick, isn't it?
Dickie, often if you heard that other one, will you please say hello to the friends that you know, and they call the Rolling Stones.
Hey, what's that in aid of now?
Oh, that's the Tea Party, you know.
I know what it is. That's their rhythm section.
Oh, is it? I reckon we'll be now, is it?
Yeah, about 20 years, kid. Come on, let's have a cappuccino.
Hey, do you remember the Banish balloons?
What, on the gun sight?
Well, over it. Do you know when they used to come down and cut themselves into ribbons? So I used to take bits for washing up aprons. Funny when there are times in your life when you plan ahead. Do you ever remember that show, Itma?
Oh, that's a real pro show, is that?
Well, all I can remember is that woman who used to say, "Can I do you now, sir?" Yeah, don't forget the diver.
I don't mind if I do.
Hey, we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you used to do, till the blue sky fades the dark clouds right away. And will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that when those saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
There she is, Dixon. Have a look at her in the morning. Oh. Well, there's another one done.
Third this year, sir?
Yes. Thanks. Well, how about a drink on the way back? I could use a pint.
Yeah, I could too.
Splendid. Well, I suppose we better give him the all clear. Probably scared to death down that shelter.
I don't blame him.
Wouldn't you? Oh, a little anti-diving, a dilly-diving too, wouldn't you? Oh, the world's down clear, to you hear a little big jump and diving, singing merry goes, and those goes, a little anti-diving.
Hey,
oh, merry goes, a little
hey, the bomb's fixed.
a dilly-diving too, wouldn't you?
All right, you can all go home. And is there a Mrs. Lindley here?
She's here. So done?
Nothing, it's just that there's an Irishman outside asking for you.
Well, I don't know. That's the best night I've had for a long time. All clear. Keep the home fires burning while your hearts are yearning. Though the lads are far away, they dream of home. There's a silver lining through the dark clouds shining. Turn the dark clouds inside out till the boys come home. Keep the home fires burning while your hearts are yearning. Though the lads are far away, they dream of home. There's a silver lining.
Florrie's visit